Hello, Sister Goons. Sorry about that. My name is Alex, and welcome to a revamped Let's Play. So, uh, okay. So we are playing Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. I have played this game years and years ago on the channel, but that was before I got my capture card. And, well, I figured I would give this game basically a modern... what's what I'm looking for? A modern touch of light, I guess? But, no. Anyway, so recently, like, I want to say late last year, the trilogy was released on PS5 and PS4. Now, what I'm doing right now is looking at the control scheme. But well, actually, there's a reason for that, because the game, like, when you get it, has its camera sticks inverted. So I was trying to figure out how to change that, and that's kind of what put me off from playing this particular version, because the way to change it was not immediate. But 1 second, please. Because I got a shout out to give real quick. Just give me a minute here. I know he's here. It is. Shout out to Neo Inferno on YouTube for actually helping me figure out how to get this. Dude is an absolute legend. Please show him some support. His image is going to be on screen by the time I shout him out. So basically, what you want to do is to hit the options button, which is the button on the right-hand side of the D-pad. Or not, no, sorry. Touchpad. The button on the right of the touchpad. So you're going to head to presets next, and do invert right stick horizontally. So now, whenever you turn the camera right, it'll go right, and when you turn it left, it'll go left. That is I don't know why they did this in the first place, but you know, it is kind of whatever. But anyway, so the Sly series is one of my favorite video game franchises ever created, but unfortunately, Sony just doesn't see it Sony just doesn't see it the same way that most of us do, right? Because we have not had a new game in the franchise for over 12 years now. Well, actually, this year we'll make 12, because the fourth game was released in 2013. And I still rather like 4, despite what people say about it. Like, I know it has a lot of serious problems, like one character, but one character being used as a curveball, but you know, god damn it, phone, now what? Oh, sorry, it's my dad. Anyway, so for veterans of the series, you'll see that this is a very different gameplay, at least compared to what 2 Onward would do. That's because this is the first game in the franchise, and Sucker Punch, who are the developers of the game, were trying to basically, they were getting their feet wet here. Like, this was not their first endeavor in games. but this is kind of where they were experimenting with certain things, like Sly, Bentley, and Murray. But you know, we'll get to specific gameplay segments later. So anyway, basically we are here to find this file that is basically everything on Sly, and we are going to track down some people who Sly has a grudge against. And yes, he is stealing from the police because, well, they're the only ones who have the file, and it's the no real choice here, right? But we're introduced to one more character who is a frequent staple in the series, Inspector Carmelita Montoya Fox. And yes, that is her official name, and she is Latina. Okay. Now, something that well, actually, I probably shouldn't say this because we're not at the sequels yet. We're still in the first one, but while we're on the first one, I mean, yeah, it looks janky because, well, this game came out like 23 years ago at this point, you know? Like this is an early PlayStation 2 title, like from 2002. So, yeah, of course it's going to look a lot janky and, you know, not quite as refined as modern games do, but, you know. Basically, what you want to do here is to dodge the shots, and this strategy I actually found out while playing this. Stick to the ground and do not hop on the cars because she will shoot at that anyway. But once you get to the van, you're all good. And I will stay quiet because there is a cutscene with no subtitles. Enjoy.
Once again, my gang and I had given Inspector Carmelita Fox the slip. I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I'd been searching for all these years. With this, I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of Master Thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book. The Thievius Raccoonus. Anyone who read it learned to be especially sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing from criminals. After all, there's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people. You rip off a master criminal, and you know you're a master thief. Well, on the night I was supposed to inherit the book, 5 visitors came unannounced to our door. My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him and ransacked our house until they found the Thievius Raccoonus. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy hands. They tore the book into 5 pieces and split it up, each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit dastardly crimes. Broken alone, I was dumped at the town orphanage. There I met 2 guys who became my lifelong buddies and trusted crew. Bentley, techno genius and strategist supreme, and Murray, part-time driver and full-time burden. Together we pledged to track down the Fiendish Five, avenge my father, and steal back the Thievius Raccoonus. I knew I was about to face the toughest test of my life. On this mission, I would either become a master thief like my ancestors before me, or fail and allow my family name to bite the dust.
And there we go. Now, there is another cutscene coming up here in just a couple of minutes. But, basically how it works is, well, like how the game works is that you go through different parts of the world and trying to find members of the Fiendish Five. Gates will be blocked off until you complete 1 level. And, well, a classic PS2 limitations. And I actually like Murray here. Like he will block off the worlds that you're trying to go to. There is, but I'll go in detail in a minute.
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on Sir Raleigh the Frog. As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights. The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the Isle o' Wrath, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of the perilous Welsh Triangle.
Sly Cooper in Tide of Terror. God damn it, my voice. Sorry. Anyway, okay, so this is our first level of the game. You have to complete this level in order to go on to the next one. Now, each level will have three things. They will either have, they will have treasure keys, which you'll need in order to move on to the next zone, and clue bottles. Basically, what clue bottles will do, they will unlock a safe for you, but you need to get all either 20, 30, or 40 of them. Because, yeah, they can go up to that amount. Though generally, it's either 20 or 30.
Yeah. Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
I will admit, while I'm still playing with them, while I'm still playing the game, sometimes the clues can be kind of tricky to find. Because, while I have beaten this game before, maybe 3 times, I don't remember where every single clue is, so I'll either have to replay a mission or just keep trying to figure out just where the hell that thing is. So, Anyway, this particular level introduces you to a lot of what Sly can do, right? So he can jump, he can walk along ledges by holding the circle button, and he can also climb certain things like ladders, pipe, rope, or even vines, right? Now, you may be noticing that I'm going after the coins. There is a reason for that. So, in this particular game, there is the best way I can describe it is that it works on Crash Bandicoot logic, where if you get hit once, that is it. You will lose a life, right? However, there are items that you can get in order to mitigate this, right? We will see them later. They come in the form of these horseshoes, which the game calls Lucky Charms, right? Which, kind of on the mark there. But basically, they will let you take an extra hit before you basically die, right? Now, future games would get rid of the live system and give you an actual health bar. Now, for this game, when you collect two Lucky Charms, I probably should back up a little bit here. So if you do not have any Lucky Charms, right? You will be rewarded one after every 100 coins, right? However, if you do have a Lucky Charm on you, you'll just get another one. But you can only have 2. If you have 2 Lucky Charms, every 100 coins is going to be a 1-up. like like if I had to make like a fusion analysis, think of it as like the coins in a Mario game or rings in Sonic the Hedgehog, where every 100 you get a 1-up, along with the but mixed with the Aku Aku masks from Crash Bandicoot, where they'll let you take an extra hit before dying. Now, I am not the biggest fan of this, though a trade-off for being a one-hit wonder is that enemies will go down in one hit, which I would say is a nice trade-off. You know, like hey, you may be frail, but guess what? So is everyone you face. Well, mostly. So the reason that I died a minute ago is because I wanted to get those bottles, and like I said, you need every single clue in order to get the safe in these levels, right? So they can be kind of tricky to find, especially since I have not played this game in such a long time, because I refuse to set up my PS3 so awkwardly so I can play the Sly collection again. So, yeah. Plus, this is a convenient way for me to play the game, so, you know. Also, apologies about the aspect ratio, you know, with all the negative spaces aside. As far as I know, there's nothing I can do about that, and I have not played the game since the second level, which should come out, like, sometime next week after recording this. Oh, and yes, I have wasted 2 lives already. I'm very good at this game. Well, I say that, but I think it's because of the sensitivity of the PS5 sticks, though I could be wrong on that. Please, if you can attest to that, leave it down in the comments below. Oh, and also, while you're in the comments, why don't you tell me which Sly game is your favorite? Though I can't fucking talk right now. If you have played the Sly series before, let me know which game is your favorite. Though I expect a lot of people are gonna say 2, and for good reason. 2 was probably the best out of all of them in terms of story, characters, gameplay, you know. But I would argue that like while there are titles that are better than others, there's no bad game in the series, right? The closest thing I can think of that also does this is God of War. Actually, there may be titles that are superior to others, but there's no bad game in a way, right? So it's all good. Now, certain elements from this game will not return in future installments, like the treasure keys, for example. They are a thing exclusive to this game because, well, I don't really know. I guess it's because they couldn't figure out how you would get all of the treasure keys, but yeah, you know. Anyway, so now we can unlock our first safe that you need clue bottles, because the first safe at the beginning of the game was just given to you for free. So anyway, now with every safe that you unlock, you'll get one of 2 things. Either A, you'll get a page of the Thievius Raccoonus, which Sly's trying to regain. this one is the dive move. Now, you can skip the pages of the. Well, sorry, I probably should clarify. The safes you can avoid, even though they have pages of the Thievius Raccoonus. But they will give you moves that could possibly help you. Like, the dive move is good for getting a preemptive on enemies, but you'll need to be at a certain distance for that. And there's also a roll move that we'll get later that can help you out with traversal. But again, we'll get to that later. Now, I say this because it does not matter which safe you go after first, because you will get the same page anyway. So, like, every 3 safes, I'll probably get that number wrong, but at the 3rd safe, I believe, you will get the blueprints to the Fiendish Five's hideout. Basically, what the blueprints do is that it will detect any bottles or breakable objects in your area. Although they are not marked on the map, so you're just gonna have to try to memorize where they were from the view of the binocucom. So, and those glowing green effects are your levels that you'll have to go through. And there is a goal in all of them, actually, the goal for all of them is basically the same thing. Just find the treasure key, and you'll move on. Although, you are going to need all 7 of them by the end of the level. Well, I say level. It's more like a world. And this particular area right here, I am abusing this for 1-ups and Lucky Charms. Oh yeah, and the 1-ups are Sly's head, which is kind of morbid. But anyway, so now I got 2 Lucky Charms. As you saw earlier, the silver one leaves a blue trail behind you, while the gold charm leaves behind a golden trail, right? And I think I inadvertently picked one of the harder levels to go with, because from my recent experience, Sly's hitbox is a little bit weird. Like, when it comes to attacking, like, you're either too far away or you're way too close to an enemy. So, you know. Now, this is a bit of a rudimentary platform segment from what I can tell. Like, you're just waiting for certain platforms to rise. You are avoiding certain enemy attacks, and the platforms are fairly big. But one thing of note: hold the circle button when you do this ledge walk. Please hold it. I have had so many times where when I just press it and the button doesn't do anything. Okay, so you hold the button. Okay, just for those who haven't played before, just trying to look out for you guys. Okay, and I do recommend that you play the Sly games. Like, jumping the gun here, but I do recommend that you play these games. And God damn it, Sony, give us another Sly game, please. Please, we've been begging for it for years now. Give us another Sly game, please. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Just, I love this series, okay? Oh, a tip here. Try to not go for the bottles on the vents and only go for the ones on the rope, because if you miss them, you will have to replay the entire level just to get back to them. Like I did, actually. Yeah, it's the first level and I already had to replay just to find the fucking bottles. I am so good at this game. but all jokes aside, right? I can at least acknowledge some patterns in enemies, but enemies, some obstacles, but like I'm not perfect, okay? Like, okay, even games that I really love, like Arkham Knight, for example. I don't know everything about that game. I am not perfect at the combat, at the stealth, even though I'm fairly decent. But you're not gonna catch me praising myself and acting like I am the best player who actually played this game. So, you know, like that's just not who I am. I know my faults. So, yeah. Anyway. So, actually, I know it's been a little bit since I've actually done this, but it's been a hot minute since I actually since we started, but I was actually introduced to Sly around the time I first started watching gameplay videos on YouTube. Like Sly is one of the first games that I vividly remember watching online. The other game was the GameCube and PS2 Ed and Eddie game, although that's just because I'm it's my childhood right there. I probably should clarify. I didn't have any of these games for a long time. They just came later, but like if I did, I think I would absolutely love these games. Like, I already loved Ed and Eddie as a kid. Sly already tickles me in the funny bone. And, well, you know. Oh, yeah, and the Lucky Charms can save you from either a bottomless pit, fire, or water. Because, yes, Sly cannot swim in this game for some freaking reason. As you saw, I did have to go back and replay the level so I can grab the remaining clues. Well, at least the ones that I missed. Right here, I'm going after the ones that I had not gotten yet at the time. So, you know. Just press circle and then Bentley will give you the code. Anyway, but so yeah, Sly. I think I was around. Okay, let's see. Fifth grade in the 2010s. I want to say I was around 12 when I saw this. I want to say that, but I don't really remember. Possibly 13. So yeah, Sly was always a game that I wanted to play, but I just couldn't. Well, like I didn't really have the means. Like, my parents could barely afford me, so you know. Anyway, so as you saw a minute ago, we got the roll ability, right? And for this game, you can switch between powers using the L2 and R2, or the PlayStation's or the PlayStation's equivalent of the triggers. But honestly, like, I'm not a fan of the power up system here. Like, some of them are like a passive buff, but others are just moves that you're never really gonna use. Unless it's like for a specific speed run, which is actually a challenge that you can do after beating a level. But it looks like that we're gonna come up on time here. So after I get this treasure key, we will call it a day. So, oh yeah, that also can happen. Anyway, so if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if new around here. Until next time, such goons, remember, reach for the stars.